Kukisake Anna. From horror urban legend to social media hot girl. Since the Heian period, Japan has passed down the tale of a woman who frequently appears on deserted paths at night, asking anyone she encounters the question, "Hey, am I beautiful?" If the response is affirmative, she will unveil a terrifyingly mutilated mouth, stretching from ear to ear, and repeat the question. Regardless of the answer, believe me, the fate of the unfortunate respondent is far from beautiful. Now, are you curious about who this woman is and why she does such things? Well, hello again, it's me, Game Geek. Today, let's explore together the legend of Kukisake Anna, or the Slit-Mouthed woman, one of the urban legends as renowned as Hanako in the restroom. Before we start the video, I hope you can take a few minutes to like and share the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and let's get started. The story goes that during the Heian period, there was a woman possessing unparalleled beauty but also an extremely carefree and audacious demeanor. She was the wife of a distinguished samurai in the region, showered with utmost affection by her husband. Adorned with luxurious attire and jewelry, yet these materialistic possessions could not fill the void within her, so she decided to seek companionship elsewhere. It is unclear how many individuals she dallied with, but after the discovery, the samurai husband became extremely furious. He believed that it was her beautiful face that led her to betray him, thinking that without her beauty, no man would desire her, and she would obediently stay at home as a proper wife. Consequently, he decided to annul his marriage. In a fit of jealousy, the samurai used his sword to slash his wife's mouth. The pain of having her beauty married transformed the woman into an onryo. In Japanese folklore, an onryo, or vengeful spirit, is the soul of someone who died in resentment and seeks to return to the living world for revenge. There are various types of onryo in Japanese culture, and Kukisake Anna is one of them. It is said that after having her mouth slashed, the woman passed away and became the vengeful spirit known as Kukisake Anna. In Japanese, kuchi means mouth, sake means tear or rip, and Anna is a term for a woman. The name Kukisake Anna translates to the woman with a torn mouth, symbolizing the gruesome appearance she acquired. Normally, vengeful spirits seek revenge against those who caused their death. However, it seems that the intense resentment resulting from the disfigurement of Kukisake Anna's appearance extends beyond specific targets. Regardless of gender or age, anyone can become a victim of her wrath, but typically, Kukisake is noted for targeting children or women more often, perhaps because they are perceived as easier targets and less resistant than men. Of course, being an urban legend, the infamous Slit-Mouthed woman is not the only story of its kind. Folklorist Matthew Meyer suggests that the tale of Kukisake Anna dates back to the Edo period, spanning from the 17th to the 19th century. Evidence of this can be found in the collection of ghost stories titled Kaden Old Wand from the Edo period, which recounts incidents involving a female demon with a torn mouth. One such story tells of a young man named Gansuk, who was strolling with an umbrella in the rain in Okubo when he noticed a beautiful woman drenched by the downpour. Feeling pity for her, he approached and offered to share his umbrella. However, when the woman turned her head, Gansuk was horrified and dropped dead on the spot, witnessing the grotesque sight of her mouth torn all the way to her ears. Nevertheless, this legend is not widely known, as some believe that the slit-mouthed women during the Edo period were actually mischievous fox spirits, kitsune, transformed to taunt humans. Kitsune are fascinating supernatural creatures with many aspects to explore, so if you support the video by liking, sharing, and commenting, who knows, I might make a video about kitsune in the future. Returning to the topic of the video, when searching for keywords related to Kukisake Anna, the most commonly found information often recounts the tale from the Heian period. However, Japanese literature professor Ikura Yoshiyuki believes that the legend of this female demon only began to emerge in the 1970s, spreading in December 1978 and peaking around 1979. Therefore, Kukisake Anna is often depicted as a modern woman wearing a coat, carrying a saw or scissors, rather than a girl in a kimono with a sword. For this reason, later variations of the Kukisake Anna story that you commonly hear tend to have a more modern flavor than the original legend. Most people believe that Kukisake Anna is a beautiful woman obsessed with cosmetic surgery, and after a failed surgery, her appearance was marred, resulting in the grotesque form she has today. This is why Kukisake Anna becomes resentful towards beautiful girls and often attacks them when they are alone at night, as a form of societal revenge. Related to cosmetic surgery, another version of Kukisake Anna suggests that the mouth-slashing demon was originally an extremely beautiful girl. However, her exceptional beauty made her the enemy of other women who believed she was seducing men. Out of jealousy, a girl enraged by envy slashed the mouth of the demon to ruin her appearance. Therefore, the victims of Kukisake Anna are usually women, especially those who are beautiful but have unpleasant personalities. Yet another version states that Kukisake Anna is a beautiful woman mistreated by her husband. Blinded by irrational jealousy and fearing his wife's potential infidelity, the husband decided to use scissors to destroy her appearance, ensuring she could no longer face anyone. According to this version, the husband is later murdered by his deranged wife, but the vengeful spirit of the wife cannot escape and becomes a wandering entity on the streets at night, seeking revenge by murdering beautiful girls like herself. However, as I mentioned in the video about Hanako, urban legends are mostly woven by people to scare children or simply for amusement, so there is nothing to prove the existence of the slit-mouthed woman, and no one really knows the original story. However, Japanese articles related to Kukisake Anna state that the legend of the mouth-slashing demon first appeared in Gifu Prefecture around the 1970s. You know, Japanese children often do not attend extra classes or study intensively like in some other countries, as these classes are quite expensive and usually end very late. It is believed that during that time, children attending these exam preparation classes were mostly from well-off families. Fearing that their children might be kidnapped by strangers when going out, a mother in Motosu City created the story of Kukisake Anna to threaten her child. Another source suggests that the mother didn't make up the story but based it on a tale about a girl with a slashed mouth escaping from a mental institution in the city. However, I couldn't find any information or articles about this. Initially, the story spread within the extra classes, gradually reaching other students, spreading to different provinces, and becoming a craze at that time. If you think rumors, no matter how popular, only make students frightened like Hanako, there's nothing to worry about. The terrifying rumors about Kukisake Anna were so intense that the police had to increase patrols to reassure the public until things settled down. However, what caught my attention the most is that, unlike legends and stories that usually stop at the level of hearsay, many people claim to have actually seen Kukisake Anna in real life. This legend was even reported in various newspapers. If you search for the keywords, Hida River bus accident, you will find an article about a tragic bus accident on National Route 41 in Gifu Prefecture on the early morning of August 18, 1968. Many people lost their lives in that accident, making it one of the most devastating traffic accidents in Japan. During the recovery process of the deceased, the authorities discovered a skull in the process of fossilization. When attempting to reconstruct the image of the deceased, the police noticed that the owner of this skull had likely suffered a mouth-slashing wound extending to the ears. Unfortunately, I couldn't find restored images of the skull to enhance the credibility of this rumor. However, I did come across an article about Kukisake Anna published in the Nagoya Times on January 22, 1979. The article essentially covered the appearance of Kukisake Anna in the area, even pinpointing locations where the mouth-slashing demon was reported, along with testimonies from some who claimed to have seen her. The Bunka Shimbun newspaper, published on July 6, 1978, even featured a brief headline stating that 2 witnesses who saw Kukisake Anna near Miyazawa Lake were seriously injured and had to be hospitalized. This added a sense of urgency and credibility to the legend. However, media reports are only part of the story. I believe the reason the tale of Kukasake Anna became a sensation at that time is largely related to a series of serial murders in Japan in 1971. In less than 2 months, from March 31st to May 10, 1971, a man named Kiyoshi Okubo murdered and assaulted 8 women in Gunma Prefecture. Due to the heinous and brutal nature of the crimes, Okubo was sentenced to death by the Maebashi District Court on February 22, 1973. The story of this murderer was later adapted into a film titled The Crimes of Kiyoshi Okubo. Because of the coincidental timing, many believe that the popularity of Kukasake Anna was partly fueled by the fear of girls facing such a notorious serial killer. Of course, rumors about the appearance of Kukasake Anna don't stop there, but since they are mostly scattered and not highly reliable, I won't include them in the video. Instead, let's continue with the variations surrounding it. Unlike Hanako, Kukasake Anna doesn't have a specific description of appearance or clothing. Instead, there are generally vague descriptions of a tall, slender woman wearing a red dress, sometimes a long white coat, with disheveled, flowing hair. The only common point in Kukasake Anna's stories is that she wears a mask or face covering and carries a pair of scissors or a sickle. Whenever she appears, Kukasake will approach and ask, "Am I beautiful?" If the answer is no, she will instantly kill you, so it's advised to respond with a polite yes. At this point, she will remove the mask to reveal her slashed face and repeat the question, "Am I beautiful?" If you answer no at this stage, Kukasake Anna will mercilessly kill you. If you answer yes, she will use the sickle or scissors in her hand to turn you into a slit-mouthed woman, just like herself. Of course, you still have the choice to ignore, not answer, and run away, but trust me, none of these options will help you survive her grasp. Kukasake Anna will immediately chase and brutally kill you just like the other choices. However, you can still escape by answering vaguely, like saying, so-so, mediocre, or average. If you don't want to compromise your morals, you can also mislead Kukasake Anna by throwing candy or lipstick, as many believe that she likes these items. The reason why it's specifically candy and lipstick and not something else, I don't know. In addition to the common methods mentioned earlier, there is another way to make Kukasake Anna disappear by chanting the word pomade 6 times. If you're wondering, pomade is a hair styling wax or gel. People believe that a doctor who performed a failed surgery on Kukasake Anna at that time applied a lot of hair gel on her, and mentioning or throwing pomade will remind the slit-mouthed woman of those horrifying memories and make her run away. Some rumors also suggest that Kukasake Anna is afraid of dogs, so you can try to ward her off by making a dog bark or calling a dog to chase her away. Now, you might be curious about what Kukasake Anna would do with the sickle and scissors in her hands. She could use them to send you off with a fatal blow to the chest or, in a more artistic manner, cut you in half. In general, no matter which way she chooses, your demise won't be graceful. But why does she kill you when you compliment her beauty? Many believe that Kukasake Anna sees the answer, beautiful, as mocking, so she wants to transform you into someone resembling her as a reward for that compliment. She herself knows that her current appearance is not beautiful, and if you find her beautiful, she wants you to experience that beauty firsthand. Similarly to Hanako, Kukasake Anna has various versions, but the variations of the slit-mouthed woman are not as rich and diverse. They mostly involve changing the handheld weapon or the clothing worn, with not much innovation, possibly because the stories about Kukasake Anna have more verifiable evidence than those about Hanako. Additionally, many believe that Kukasake Anna actually has 3 sisters. It is rumored that one sister has her mouth slit on both sides, the second sister has it slit on one side, and the youngest sister intentionally applies makeup to make it look like her mouth is slit. All 3 sisters appear at the same time and ask who is the most beautiful. If you choose one of them, no matter which sister you choose, you will be killed by the other 2. Another variation about the 3 sisters suggests that after their mouths were slit, the 2 older sisters successfully underwent surgery to restore their original beauty, but the youngest sister did not. Due to this, the youngest sister became mentally disturbed and transformed into Kukasake Anna, wandering around threatening children in the area. Another version, sadder than the rest, tells the story that the three sisters were involved in a traffic accident. Only the youngest sister survived, but her mouth was slit from that incident, turning her into the Slit-Mouthed woman. Some regions believe that the youngest sister had her mouth slit from birth, and out of pity for her, the two older sisters slit their own mouths so that the youngest sister would not feel alone or damaged. In the city of Kutamatsu in Yamaguchi Prefecture, it is believed that the oldest sister had her mouth slit due to a failed plastic surgery, the second sister had hers slit due to a traffic accident, and the youngest sister remained unharmed. However, out of jealousy, the two older sisters intentionally slit the mouth of the youngest sister to make her resemble them. Regardless of the version, the story of Kukasake Anna follows a pattern of a beautiful girl with a slit mouth spreading fear among the people living in the vicinity. This story gained such popularity that not only in Japan but also in China and Korea, there were times when the slit-mouthed woman was famous. However, it was not as widespread as in Japan. In particular, in Korea, the slit-mouthed woman is known by the name Red Mask, with a similar story. In some areas, there is even a variant where instead of asking if they are beautiful, the Red Mask will ask about your blood type. If you have blood type A, each corner of your mouth will be slit about 1 centimeter. If you have blood type B, the Red Mask will cut your earlobe. If you have blood type AB, she will slit your mouth to make it look like hers. But if you have blood type O, congratulations, your face will be torn into many pieces. No one knows why there is such discrimination, but many joke that thanks to the Red Mask, they found out their blood type. Despite having passed its golden age, Kukasake Anna is still considered the king of urban legends in Japan due to its credibility. Naturally, anything that becomes popular will be featured in the media. Similar to Hanako, Kukasake Anna has appeared in numerous comics and films. There are 2 Japanese films, Kukasake Anna 1 and Kukasake Anna 2, released in 2007 and 2008, respectively, revolving around the disappearance of children and the appearance of the slit-mouthed woman. A South Korean film titled Ghost Mask, Scar, released in 2018, received numerous awards at various film festivals worldwide. While I have watched the Japanese version, I haven't seen the Korean one, so I won't provide a review here. However, I am curious about why a film with many awards received a 5.5/10 rating on film websites. After this video, I might check it out. In manga, the image of Kukasake Anna is rich and diverse. In the horror manga Creepy Classroom, Kukasake Anna is initially portrayed as an extremely beautiful and gentle teacher. However, her beauty attracts the attention of boys in the class, leading to the jealousy of female students. To get revenge, one female student fabricates a story that the kind teacher is actually Kukasake Anna to threaten other students. As a result, the gentle teacher is turned into the real slit-mouthed woman. Armed with a hatchet, she seeks revenge against those who ruined her life. In the manga, Jigaku Sensei Noob, Kukasake Anna is depicted as 3 friendly sisters who can adjust their appearance. If you want to read a horror manga about Kukasake Anna, you might try Kukasake Anna Densetsu by Kanako Inuki. With extremely eerie illustrations, this short manga can vividly portray the fear of the slit-mouthed woman and magnify it to the highest level. Beside the terrifying and eerie stories, the slit-mouthed woman also appears with the image of an adorable girl in romantic manga. The motif commonly seen is that despite having an unpleasant face and being self-conscious about her appearance, Kukasake Anna is portrayed as a good person who finds her own Prince Charming. This peculiar motif may stem from the idea that Kukasake Anna was once a beautiful woman, and based on what is often seen on black cat websites or Japanese sex education books, beautiful women always need to be cherished. In plain terms, in Japan, any taste can happen, and if Pokemon has a romantic side, why not Kukasake Anna? In the gaming realm, I don't highly appreciate games incorporating the image of Kukusake Anna. Unlike Hanako, who can be used to create a small story or a minor boss in a larger game, Kukusake Anna struggles to become a supporting character due to the vastness of the story surrounding it. Moreover, it hasn't proven compelling enough to become a main character. Most games featuring Kukusake Anna as the protagonist tend to stick closely to the original folklore without introducing significant changes, making it monotonous and lacking attraction for those familiar with this slit-mouthed demon. As for anime, I can hardly find any anime where Kukusake Anna takes on the role of the main character. I think this is partly because her appearance alone is terrifying enough without the need for additional embellishments, and her frightening nature might make it challenging to adapt into an anime. Or for other reasons that I'm not aware of, I'll leave that to the experts in this field. If you know more, feel free to leave comments below for me to learn. One can see that despite the differences in various urban legends, they all share a common origin: human creations from folklore stories passed down through generations. Initially, these stories aimed to be scary, filled with mythical elements, primarily used for intimidation. However, as times changed, the slit-mouthed woman emerged with more diverse characteristics, being both scary and cute. It reflects how people have gradually stopped fearing mythical worlds and started to see beyond that. Well, maybe not entirely. I just hope that in the future, there will be more games about Kukusake Anna, whether romantic or horror themed, giving me more topics for my videos. This concludes today's video for the Urban Legends series. If you want MG Horror Studio to delve into any specific folklore, please leave a comment below, and we'll meet again in the next videos. Now, goodbye and sweet dreams, everyone. Bye bye.